Hi, I'm a stickler-ish. I own a 2021 Aileo O-Series travel trailer, and in this video I show how I easily added insulation to a few key interior locations to improve my year-round camping experience. There are 4 Aileo models. The primary difference between them is how the area forward of the wheels is configured. There are different techniques in other areas that would benefit from insulation. This video only shows the Aileo O2 and focuses only on the uninsulated front, rear, and wheel well surfaces. But I do include a quick peek at how I insulated the floor, which was a much more complicated project. I hope you find this video informative and useful, even for the other models not shown. As you watch this video, you will see in the background that I've made other modifications. I bring your attention to several, but others are there for you to discover. Check out my other videos and consider subscribing to get notified when I post new ones. If you haven't yet, consider joining the Aileo RV Trailers group on Facebook. It is a great users information exchange and platform for sharing Aileo experiences and innovative ideas. First, here's some technical information you may not already know. The body of these Aileo trailers is of monocoque construction, which is a structural system in which loads are supported by an object's external skin. The left and right walls are fiberglass, sandwiched over a foam core. The exterior wall surface is gel-coated fiberglass, and the interior wall surface is thin textured decorative fiberglass. The wheel wells are simply bare fiberglass tubs. The roof begins at the front floor and wraps over the walls to the rear floor. The roof construction is like the walls, however, instead of a fiberglass interior surface, the interior roof is covered with a thin foam-backed fabric, like an automotive headliner. The issue is that the foam and fabric ends about 12 inches above the front and rear, leaving only the fiberglass separating the exterior from the interior. While I'm talking about wall construction, the interior panels differ from the wall and the roof. There are 2 types of panels used in the interior. Panels made of solid 3/4 inch plywood, and panels made of 2 sheets of thin plywood sandwiched over a foam core. I don't know exactly what type of foam is used in the walls, roof, and interior, but I believe the dark colored foam is expanded polypropylene and the white foam is expanded polystyrene. The floor is a single panel of solid 3/4 inch plywood, fully wrapped in fiberglass, fastened to a robust 2 inch by 2 inch square aluminum tube frame. I insulated the underside of my floor, but it was complicated and difficult, and I did it only after completing an extensive modification of the gas lines and electrical wiring. I may put a separate video providing details on how I did it, but for now, here are a few pictures. Okay, let's get started at the rear. All you'll need is a number 2 square screwdriver, a tape measure, a marker, and insulation. I found this natural recycled cotton, non-toxic, foil-backed insulation at a local hardware store. They are packaged in 12 inch by 15 feet rolls, and you'll need 2 packages to insulate the rear, front, and both wheel wells, as I show in this video. Remove only the 5 screws securing the aluminum angle bar along the forward vertical edge of the rear shelf. Do not remove the screws securing the aluminum angle bar on the top surface. Remove the aluminum angle bar along the forward edge and carefully place it out of your way. Grab the top aluminum angle bar and wiggle the top shelf board to loosen it and lift the shelf panel up and out of your way. With the panel removed, now is a good time to grab your vacuum and thoroughly clean out all the fiberglass dust, wood dust, and dirt you will find back there. Here you can see the single layer of fiberglass separating the outside from the inside. Measure along the back wall surface and mark the insulation, including locations to cut slots for the wires on both sides. Keep in mind when measuring the length that the back wall is slightly concave. I used some small pieces of insulation to pre-fill voids around the license plate mount and the left and right tail light cavities. Reinstall the shelf and you're done in the rear. Caution, do not over-tighten the screws. Now for the front. Remove the doors by simply pushing a button on the back inside edge of each hinge. Here is another must-have tool, a 1/4 inch drive hex bit driver socket set. It is perfect for removing and installing fasteners in tight spots. These cabinet panels can be tricky to remove. Here is the tip. After removing all the screws, simply reinsert a screw into the panel at a slight angle just deep enough to catch the inside edge of the panel hole. Then pull out on the screw while maintaining angle pressure on the screw. Just like the rear, now is the time to grab your vacuum and thoroughly clean out all that fiberglass dust, wood dust, and dirt. Also, just like the rear, you can see there is only a layer of fiberglass separating the outside from the inside. I was able to get the insulation all the way to the left front corner by folding one end over a flexible yardstick and carefully pushing it in. There is no need to pre-measure the front wall. Just make sure the insulation is about 7 feet long. Trim off the excess and notch the insulation for the wires. Reinstall the panel. Caution, do not over-tighten the screws. The doors are installed by simply repositioning and snapping in the hinges. Could not be any simpler. Moving on to the wheel wells. Remove the doors and interior panels to gain access to the forward half of each wheel well. The air conditioner that came with these trailers is loud and robs valuable storage space and cargo weight, but it works reasonably well. It is on my things to do list, but until I replace it with something better, a duct reducer and some adhesive-backed foam weather stripping dramatically simplifies connecting the vent and significantly improves overall efficiency. I use an insulated foam plug to seal the vent hole when not in use. The vertical surface of each wheel well is approximately a 12-inch radius. I marked the insulation once, folded it over, then carefully cut out both sides simultaneously. You can easily make a paper template as well. Carefully slide in the insulation so that it is flat against the vertical surface. Cut notches or slits as necessary. Depending on how big a gap you have at the top, you may be able to wrap a single piece of insulation around each wheel well. Check and measure first. I found that 2 pieces per side was easiest for my application. The wheel wells extend inside approximately 9 inches. I measured 9 inches along the insulation length, then marked and cut notches. This makes for a better fit around the radius. I use 3M flexible duct closure tape 3350 to secure and seal everything up. I insulated the water heater with leftover pieces of insulation. That's it. Leave a comment, ask a question, or let me know what you think. I will continue to post videos, so subscribe to get notifications. Until next time, remember, read the manual.